Did you know that there is a simple 100% natural trick that can improve your erection even after the age of 60? It may seem like an exaggeration, but what I'm going to show you today is transforming the lives of thousands of men who, like you, thought that time had taken away all their sexual vigor. And if you feel like you've lost your potency, desire, or even confidence in the heat of the moment, don't worry, because this video can change everything. What you're going to discover here is not available in pharmacies, does not require a prescription, has no side effects, and can be done right there in your own home with ingredients that you may already have in your cupboard. It doesn't matter if it's been a while since you've had that firm, long-lasting erection that used to make you feel confident and satisfied. It also doesn't matter if you've tried expensive medications, miracle pills, or empty promises that only brought you frustration. Here the proposal is different. Here the conversation is direct, based on nature, on knowledge that has been passed down through generations, and that is finally being valued as it deserves. We're talking about simple, but extremely effective home tricks that activate circulation, stimulate testosterone, and give mature men back what they thought they had lost: the pleasure of feeling powerful. Most men, when they reach 60 or 70 years of age, start to believe that impotence is a natural part of aging. And yes, the body changes, hormone production decreases, and circulation is no longer the same. But that doesn't mean it's over. In fact, it's precisely at this stage that the body begins to respond better to the right stimuli, when applied wisely. And that's why I insist, if you're here watching this video, it's because you want to recover your potency in a real way, without marketing tricks, without bullshit, and you're in the right place. The big secret that almost no one tells you is that the path to reversing erectile dysfunction starts with nature. Yes, with food. The right teas, essential oils that activate circulation, and simple movements that re-educate the body. When you understand what is behind the difficulty in erection, poor circulation, inflammation, stress, low hormone levels, and start acting directly on these causes, the results will come, and they come quickly. Some men start to notice improvements in just a few days. But of course, it all depends on regularity, the correct way of applying it, and above all, your willingness to change. And maybe you're asking yourself now, but will this really work for me? At my age, with everything I've tried? And the answer is, yes, it works. And it works because it respects your body's rhythm, because it doesn't force it, doesn't disguise it, but rather treats it. It works because nature has a power that traditional medicine often ignores, the power to restore, balance, and strengthen. And when you start to see the results not only in your sexual performance but in your energy, mood, and daily disposition, you'll know you made the right choice. But it's important that you watch until the end, because throughout this video, I'll show you step by step how to use each trick, when to use it, and what to do to ensure fast and lasting results. And there's more. A special technique that, combined with these tricks, can speed up the results even more. So get ready, because what's coming next is practical, direct, and transformative content. And if you're ready to change, comment below, "I'm going to get my power back," so I know you're committed to this transformation. Let's go together. And if this content has already made you reflect and awakened in you the desire to change, then now is your turn to act. Leave here in the comments what caught your attention so far, or simply write, "I want natural results," so I know that you are determined to take this step. Your comments help this channel to grow, and more than that, they show other men that they are not alone in this journey. Believe me, every word you leave here can inspire someone to break out of stagnation and seek their own recovery. And take the opportunity to leave yours like, because this simple gesture makes YouTube deliver this video to more people who need exactly this type of information. There are many people looking for real and natural solutions, and when you like it, you are helping this content reach them. And of course, if still did not subscribe to the channel, now is the time. Click the subscribe button and activate the notification bell, because in the next videos I will bring even more tips, natural strategies, and practical guidelines for you to keep your erection firm, improve your intimate health, and live with much more quality. If you want to feel stronger, more confident, and in control of your sex life, this is the place for you. Let's go on this journey together. What many men don't realize is that difficulty maintaining a firm, constant, and satisfactory erection doesn't come out of nowhere. This problem, which haunts thousands of elderly men in silence, often begins subtly. A night that wasn't so good, a moment when arousal didn't match desire, or an erection that disappears prematurely. And what should be just a warning sign becomes an emotional burden, a weight that grows day after day, undermining self-esteem, shaking confidence, and, most importantly, creating a wall between the man and his partner. That's why today we need to talk, in no uncertain terms, about the invisible problem that affects so many men: sexual impotence in old age. And when I say invisible, it's because it's not limited to what's happening in the body. It infiltrates the psychological, the emotional, the way a man sees himself, the fear of failing, the anxiety of not living up to expectations, the shame of talking about it with his partner or even with a health professional. All of this feeds the cycle of impotence. And the more a man keeps quiet, the harder it is to break out of this spiral. Did you know that more than 50% of men over 60 suffer from some form of erectile dysfunction? And the most alarming thing is that most of them don't even seek help. Many prefer to ignore it, push it aside, or even pretend that they don't care about sex anymore, as if it were something exclusive to youth. But the truth is that this desire is still there. It doesn't go away. It just goes dormant when the body stops cooperating and the mind starts to doubt its own ability. And if you feel like this is happening to you, know that it is more common than it seems. And it is not your fault. Aging brings natural changes. Circulation is no longer the same. Testosterone production decreases. Muscles lose strength. And a sedentary lifestyle, which sneaks into your routine, makes the situation even worse. In addition, stress, poor diet, and even prolonged use of medication for other diseases end up directly affecting men's sexual health. But nobody talks about it. Or rather, nobody talks about it in the right way. Because when the subject comes up, it is always with that aura of shame and failure. Commercials show quick solutions, with miracle promises and expensive capsules. But nobody explains what is behind impotence. Nobody shows the natural, respectful, safe, and effective way to recover pleasure and potency after 60. And that is exactly what you are discovering here, in this video. Understand, an erection is not just a physical issue. It is a reflection of a balanced organism, a calm mind, active circulation, and a functioning hormonal system. And all of this can be recovered with the right knowledge and practices that you can apply in your routine, without leaving home, without having to rely on a pharmacy, and without hiding the problem as if it were a defect. It is not a defect. It is a sign. And you are here because you want to listen to this sign and act before it becomes something more serious. The key to changing this scenario is to stop seeing sex as something that ends with age. It just changes. With the right home tricks, which I'm going to teach you in a moment, you can restore not only the firmness of your erection, but also the desire to touch yourself, to get closer, to live your sexuality with more awareness, more pleasure, and more connection. And do you know what's most interesting? When you start investing in your sexual health, the results appear in other areas of your life. You feel more willing, happier, lighter, more confident, and this is reflected in your look, the way you walk, and your mood on a daily basis. But that requires a choice, a decision, and that's why you're here, because you chose to listen, learn, and transform. Now tell me something. Have you ever stopped to think about how shame has prevented you from seeking solutions? How many times have you stopped talking to someone for fear of appearing weak? How many times have you pretended that everything was fine just to avoid facing the truth? This is common, and it's okay to have felt this way up until now. The important thing is what you're going to do from now on, because the next step in this journey is practical, direct, and transformative. You will learn how to apply simple, natural tricks with accessible ingredients that activate your circulation and improve the firmness of your erection without pain, risk, or medication. And it is essential that you understand that this is not a palliative. It is a new way of taking care of yourself, of looking at your body with respect and courage, of regaining the confidence that age tried to take away. And before we move on to the practical tips, I want to invite you to leave a sentence in the comments that represents your commitment to this change. Write, "I'm ready to regain my potency," or "I want to live the best of my sexuality." These comments are not only important for the channel, but they also show other men that they are not alone on this journey. Now take a deep breath, because what follows will teach you exactly how to apply these home tricks the right way, frequently, safely, and with visible results. Let's go together, because your transformation starts now. And now that you understand the magnitude of the problem and recognize that impotence, especially in men over 60, is a sign that something needs to be taken care of more carefully, it is time to open a new chapter in this conversation: the secret of natural tricks. Yes, the same ones that have silently transformed the lives of so many men who have decided to abandon shame and take back control of their own vitality. These natural tricks are not magic recipes, but rather powerful, simple, and accessible practices that act directly on the causes of erectile dysfunction, improving circulation, stimulating hormone production, and revitalizing the body's energy. The beauty of all this lies precisely in its simplicity. No miraculous formulas, no blue pills that work for a few hours and then leave you even more dependent. We are talking about real, natural, and effective tools that you can start applying today. Let's start with medicinal teas. Few people know, but some herbs have incredible properties for men's sexual health. A good example is ginger tea. Ginger, in addition to being thermogenic, that is, it speeds up metabolism, also has vasodilatory action, which improves blood flow. This means that more blood reaches the penis at the time of arousal, and the better the flow, the firmer and longer lasting the erection. Another powerful ally is ginseng tea, especially Korean ginseng, known as a natural sexual tonic. It acts on the central nervous system, increasing physical and mental resistance, improving performance and reducing fatigue. When the body is less tired, there is more energy left for intimate life. You can prepare these teas at home with a teaspoon of fresh or dried root in 200 ml of boiling water, letting it steep for 5 to 10 minutes. Drinking it once or twice a day is enough to start noticing changes. But be careful. The secret is consistency. There is no point in drinking it once and expecting a miracle. The effect of the teas is cumulative. With regular use, they will cleanse the blood vessels, balance the hormones, and strengthen the body's sexual response. Another essential point is aphrodisiac and anti-inflammatory foods. One of the biggest culprits of erections is the silent inflammation that builds up in the tissues over the years. And the best way to combat this is with a more strategic diet. Foods rich in zinc and magnesium, for example, are essential for the production of testosterone, and you can find these minerals in pumpkin seeds, walnuts, almonds, and chestnuts. A handful a day already helps a lot. Tomatoes, rich in lycopene, are also an excellent ally for prostate health and, consequently, sexual performance. Beetroot is another underrated food that should be more present on your plate. It increases nitric oxide in the blood, a natural substance in the body that helps dilate blood vessels. This is exactly what happens when you take a vasodilator medication. The vessels expand, blood flows better, and erections happen more easily. But with beetroot, you get this effect naturally without overloading your liver or heart. In addition to teas and foods, there is an incredible universe of essential oils. As we mentioned earlier, oils such as peppermint, ginger, and rosemary are natural stimulants that, when applied with a gentle massage to the intimate area, promote an impressive improvement in local circulation. The correct application of these oils, diluted in coconut oil, for example, in addition to providing sensory stimulation, activates nerve receptors, improves blood flow, and contributes to a firmer and longer-lasting erection. And to complete this natural arsenal, we couldn't leave out pelvic exercises. They are one of the best-kept secrets of male intimate health. Few men know, but inside our body, there is a muscle responsible for controlling erection, urine flow, and even ejaculation. Strengthening this muscle with simple exercises such as contractions of the pubococcygeus muscle, the famous Kegel exercises, is one of the most effective ways to improve the quality of your erection naturally. Just contract the muscle as if you were holding in your pee, hold for 5 seconds and relax. Repeating this movement 10 times, 2 or 3 times a day, can make a big difference over time. Now imagine combining all of this into your routine. Teas that purify your blood and balance your hormones, foods that deeply nourish your body, essential oils that activate pleasure, and exercises that strengthen the foundation of your virility. It's like a complete action plan to recover your potency, energy, and pleasure. And the best part, all of this without leaving home, without spending money on medication, and without depending on anyone. It's just you and yourself taking control of your sexual health. And the transformation begins exactly like this, with small daily actions. It is a change in mindset, habits, self-care, and above all, it is a gesture of respect for yourself. You deserve to feel pleasure, desire, and confidence again. You deserve to have firm, long-lasting, and satisfactory erections. And all of this is possible with the power of nature and your determination. Tell me in the comments, which of these natural tricks did you already know? Which do you intend to start using from today? Comment, I'm going to take care of my potency, or intimate health as a priority, if this video resonates with you. These comments help the video reach more people and strengthen this community of men who are determined to live with more potency and freedom. And get ready, because in the next step I'll show you in practice how to apply these methods correctly to get the best possible results. Let's go together. And now that you know the main natural allies of your intimate health, from functional foods to essential oils and pelvic exercises, it's time to put all this into practice. Yes, this is when theory turns into action. And it's at this point that many men realize that change is truly within their reach. What I'm going to show you next is a complete step-by-step guide on how to apply these tricks efficiently, at the right time, with the right frequency, and with small strategies that further enhance the results. Remember, the power of transformation lies in consistency, care, and the way you connect with your own body. Let's start by applying the essential oils. Let's say you've chosen peppermint oil and ginger oil, as they are two of the most effective for stimulating circulation and activating sensory receptors. The first step is to dilute these essences. In a clean jar, add a tablespoon of coconut oil, which in addition to being an excellent carrier, also moisturizes and protects the skin. Then, add 2 drops of peppermint oil and 2 drops of ginger oil. Mix gently until you get a uniform consistency. This prevents irritation and enhances absorption by the tissues of the intimate area. Choose a time of day when you are calm, preferably at night, when your body and mind are more relaxed. This could be after a shower, when your pores are more open and your skin is clean. In a comfortable environment with plenty of privacy, apply a small amount of the mixture to your hands and begin to gently massage the base of your penis. Move up slowly, in circular movements respecting the rhythm of your body, without rushing or pressing. This massage should last no less than 3 minutes, and you can extend it up to 5, always paying attention to your breathing, maintaining a calm and deep rhythm. During the massage, try to breathe in slowly through your nose, filling your lungs, and exhale gently through your mouth. This deep breathing activates the parasympathetic system, which is responsible for relaxation and promotes natural erection. It's as if you're giving your body a clear message. Everything is fine. I'm taking care of myself. And your body responds with greater sensitivity, increased circulation, and vigor. Remember that this moment isn't just physical. It's emotional, energetic, and therapeutic. It's your time to reconnect with the power that lives within you. After the massage, you can lie down for a few more minutes, breathing calmly, feeling the sensations in your body. Many men report, after the first application, an increase in sensitivity, a slight pulsation in the region, and even a spontaneous erection. This is an excellent sign that your body is responding well to the stimulation. As the days go by, the tendency is for these responses to become stronger, more consistent, and longer lasting. The ideal is to repeat this process 3 times a week, on alternate days. This interval is enough for the body to absorb the benefits and avoid any type of sensory overload. And here's a powerful tip. Combine this application with pelvic floor exercises. Remember the pubococcygeus muscle contraction exercises? During the massage or immediately after, do 10 repetitions of contraction and relaxation, holding each contraction for 5 seconds. This simple movement strengthens the muscles that support the base of the penis, which helps with rigidity and erection control. Now let's integrate diet into the process. On days when you apply the technique, avoid processed foods that are very fatty or high in sugar. These foods inflame the body, compromise circulation, and cancel out much of what you are trying to achieve. Choose lighter meals with green leaves, cooked vegetables, lean proteins, and of course the foods we have already mentioned. Beets, pumpkin seeds, nuts, ginger, turmeric, and plenty of water. This will ensure that your body is in a more receptive state, working in favor of your sexual health. Another important tip is to maintain a balanced sleep routine. Sleeping well directly influences testosterone production, mood, and disposition. If you are applying the oils, exercising, and eating well but still sleeping poorly, the results will take longer. Therefore, try to always go to sleep at the same time, avoid screens before going to bed, and use this time of application as a ritual to calm your mind before going to sleep. And finally, keep your mind focused on the progress you've made, no matter how small. You may notice a slight improvement in the first week. It may take a little longer. The important thing is to keep going. Consistency is what builds results. And the most incredible thing is that this process begins to influence other areas of your life. Your energy improves, your mood changes, your self-confidence returns, and even your physical posture becomes firmer. All of this because of a small self-care ritual that you decided to include in your routine. So if you do this 3 times a week, with dedication, attention, and regularity, you can start to feel a difference in the first few days. This is not an exaggeration. It is what many men report after years of trying everything and finally finding a true solution, risk-free, shame-free, and with a lot of respect for their own body. Now tell me, which part of this step-by-step guide did you find the easiest to apply? Which of these tips are you going to start today? Comment below with the phrase, "I will apply and take care of my intimate health," so I know you are truly committed. And if you have any questions about how to do it or when to use it, leave your question in the comments too. In the next section, I will show you what happens to your body after these tricks become part of your routine. And what comes next may surprise you even more. Let's go together. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You're one of those people who doesn't give up easily, who values their own health and is committed to transforming their intimate life. And so I want to ask you for 3 simple things that make all the difference, so that more men can receive this valuable content. The first, leave your like right now. This shows YouTube that this video is important and helps spread this message to those who also need it. The second, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. Here you will find weekly content with natural tips, effective tricks, and practical strategies to recover your potency, improve your prostate health, and live with more energy and confidence, even after 60. And the third, comment below on the sentence, "I am a natural power," so I know you stayed until the end and that you are part of this group of men determined to change. I always look at the comments and respond to the most engaged ones. And now don't waste any time. Click on the next video that appears here on the screen. It is the continuation of this journey and will show you more natural tips to increase your testosterone and further improve your performance. See you there.